Joining me right now is Dr. Vivi Garcia.
Yeah.
You are at the 2024 Legends Championship here in Arizona, and you came all the way from Colombia, right?
Yep.
What has it been like for you so far?
Well, really, it's been a whole new experience. It's one I've always wanted to live.
Okay.
As a doctor and I don't know, a doctor athlete. How do you say that?
Yeah.
A surgeon CrossFitter.
There you go.
It was one of my goals to be in an American CrossFit event.
Okay.
I never could do the open because it was like spend a whole month in pro of that.
Okay.
And mostly now, since I'm a surgeon that does both things in plastic surgery, I do reconstructive surgery, the
Okay.
more complex one. I do microsurgery, reconstruction for cancer, salvaging of limbs, reimplants of hands, fingers, whatever, and also breast cancer. And like the other fun part is the aesthetic part. So I do everything. So it takes a lot of my time. So now I'm doing what I want.
Okay.
So in the professional part, I'm doing really good. So that means less training.
Okay.
So
Anyway, you got to pick one, right? Like you
Yeah,
spend a lot
well,
of time in your professional job.
Yeah,
That's
and I
less
love
time
it.
for training.
Yeah,
Right.
and I love both of them. I mean, since I was little, everybody thought that I was going to be an athlete, and I don't know, be an architect, designer, or something like that.
Okay.
I like to draw a lot. And then, like I don't know, in high school, I was like, no, I want to be a surgeon.
Wow. So
So my father was like, you can't lose all that aesthetic part, what you love. So
Yeah.
do a surgery type that you can take advantage of that. So I was like, okay, plastic surgery.
Interesting.
And I now create.
Yeah.
When somebody loses their breast because of cancer, I create a breast.
Yeah.
I even do micropigmentation for the areola, and also, so I do that. I also train
Okay.
of that too.
Wow.
So actually, I love art, and my job is art, and I do pro bono work too,
Okay.
in less fortunate people.
Sure.
So I love my job.
Yeah. How do you find the time to exercise and stay in shape, and then to be in good enough shape to compete while also having a heart for the work that you do as well? Like, do you sleep? Like, how does that work?
Well, people think I'm crazy because, for example, I have a box in my home.
Okay.
Why? Because obviously I love to train in my box with my people and my
Okay.
coach and everything, but since my times are a little off, sometimes I get off work at 6 p.m. so I can go train normal, or I get off at 9, 10 p.m. so no way.
Yeah.
So I started to think, well, if I'm going to be stressed out because my surgery is running late and I can't go train, I was like, okay, the box closes, but if I have a box at home, it doesn't close.
It never closes. Yeah.
So I have to do
okay.
is be willing to.
Yeah.
So I did that. I made a box in my home. So obviously there are rules. If I get home past 9, I don't train,
Okay.
because then I won't rest.
Sure. Okay.
So I have to at least be at home at 9. I can train from 9 to 11 by myself.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, 11:30. What I do
Midnight.
midnight. What I do is I change it in my car. I always wear scrubs, and I change in my car.
Wow.
Because that's mentally prepared to, even if I get home, I'm already ready
Just
to
go
train.
straight to the box.
Yeah. So I don't give myself that, I don't know, that little time to doubt that I'm going to train.
Okay.
That's my secret.
You show up at home, you're already dressed. Like, all right, I got to work out. It's like you're going to the gym already.
If you're going to a party and you're dressed, you're not. If the party cancels, you go somewhere else. You're not going to lose your outfit, right?
That's true.
That's the same.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's how I do it, because I can sometimes we're like all day in surgery, 10, 12 hours of surgery.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, let's go home. It's 8 o'clock. And I'm like, I can train.
Yeah, I got time. I got to be home by 9.
You had 10, 12 hours surgery. How are you going to train? I need it.
Yeah.
I need it to be able to do that over again the next day. That's my energy. That's my.
Wow.
It sounds like a cliche, but it's my therapy.
No, but that's who you are.
And
right?
my husband and my kids know that that's. If I'm I don't know if I'm in a bad mood, you haven't trained or you haven't eaten. So it's like, go train and go eat.
Yes.
And then you're a happy woman.
We want our mom and our wife back. Please train and eat, then come back
They
and see us.
understand that. And my son, the littlest is 10.
Okay.
He does CrossFit and soccer,
Oh, nice.
and he trains with me sometimes. And because he has his schedule, so in weekends I make him train with me, and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes he say, Mom, just put me 2-3 watts that I can do before I go play with my friends, and he does them.
Nice. Wow. At
And he's
that
10.
age already, that's
He's
crazy.
10. Yeah.
So, in all that training you did, you got yourself ready for this event. What were the realistic expectations you set for yourself coming here?
Well, I always stay real to myself because I know every time I'm a competitive person, always, in everything I do.
Okay.
So obviously want to do well, but obviously I know who I am. I know I'm a plastic surgeon that has a very busy practice and a happy practice.
Yeah.
So it's not an obligation, it's because I love it. So I know when I compete, I'm not at the same. Everybody goes, okay, there's a competition in 4 months, we go competition mode.
Yeah.
I'm in the same mode every time.
Ah, I see.
Because I can't change it. I can't reschedule surgeries because I'm training. I can't, sometimes there's 12, 13 hour surgeries and I get home at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at
No
midnight.
training, yeah.
So there's no training. So I have to accept that and say rest day.
Okay.
So it's doesn't change for me that I'm going to compete. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So, you're real with yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm here because I won my category in Latam Classic
Okay.
and Masters in Colombia. I didn't plan to win. I just gave it all and I won. And surprise, you got a ticket to Legends, something you always dreamed of.
Uh-huh.
And I was okay. I'm gonna go, but I can't change anything. I can't say I'm not gonna
I'm
work
gonna
this
train
month.
more. It's like, no, you got to do.
I can. I owe it to my patients. I
Yeah.
have a commitment, and I can't do that. So
that-
I try to balance what you said.
That's so awesome. It's like, but what other sport gives you that opportunity where you can still be dedicated to your normal job and be a complete professional and then still compete? Like most other sports, like you have to dedicate to the sport only to if you want to compete, and then your job is kind of second. But it seems like your priority is what your passion is, which is your job. But you still have the opportunity to compete. I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah, and also play golf too.
Oh, golf! Oh my God!
I play
we should have
golf
just been
because-
talking golf the whole time.
That's my quiet time.
Uh-huh.
I played golf when I was like 20 something. I'm a mom since I was a mom really young.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm a grandma. And so I played golf that time because I just had a baby. So
Uh-huh.
I started golf and it started doing sports go well with me.
Yeah.
So I started doing golf and started doing good. And I started competing, obviously.
Okay.
And I had to stop because I went into the hospital. I was studying medicine, so I couldn't compete anymore. But I started again, like early this year.
Okay.
And I started doing great.
Fell in love with it again?
Because I'm stronger and
More flexible.
oh my God, my drive is like, I played long drive, and now I'm really again on that. My teacher was like, yeah, you're gonna compete now. And so
Like, wait, relax.
first I said I gotta go to Legends. Then we talk about competing in golf again. So
Wow, okay. So you just got back in it this year. Do you have a handicap yet?
no, not yet, because
Okay.
since I was focusing on this, I was like, okay, I'm playing golf 6 a.m. class, go out in the field, whatever. But not taking it seriously. My coach was. He wanted
Of
to make me
course.
compete like tomorrow.
Yeah, he's like-
But I was like, let me get Legends out of the way,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk golf again. I still do CrossFit, but I go take a lesson from 6 a.m. to 7, then go
Uh-huh.
to work. So,
Oh, so you golf in the morning?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Also,
Man, that's awesome. I love golf. That's the sport I play. So
really
we should have been
good.
talking about that the
I
whole
love
time.
to hit that ball. I mean, it's so good. But
I grew up playing baseball, so then like at a certain age, I mean I wasn't gonna play college or pro, so I just switched completely to golf, and it's just like you still get that adrenaline of being able to whack the
Wow.
ball as hard as you can.
and when you do it, when you don't even feel it,
yeah,
it's like wow.
yeah, everything aligns perfectly. It's like that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, it feels so good,
Yeah,
right?
and the next shot, shank.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, what message do you have for your people in Colombia? Like they see you as a successful doctor. You're an extremely fit and athletic person competing here in the States. Like, what message do you have for your people? You can say it in Spanish too if you want to.
Well, if I say it in Spanish.
If you want, yeah.
Well, no, I can say it. I just want to say that you can follow your. It sounds cliche, but you can follow your dream. You have to make them happen. You have to work for them. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, if you're a mother, if you're a professional, you can be whatever you want to be, and you can combine things. It doesn't mean that I was a mom at 17, and I'm a plastic surgeon, a well-known plastic surgeon, and a lot of other specialties on top of that. So it doesn't mean if you don't have to stay in, okay, you're a mom and you can only be that. You're a doctor, you can only be that. You're an athlete, you can only be that.
Yeah.
No, you can be a lot of things if you organize and combine and you focus on what you want.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever be have to stop training. I don't ever want to stop being a surgeon. I want to be a mom. I want to be a grandma. I want to do all things.
Yeah.
And you can. And you can if you organize yourself. It takes a lot of, since I was a mother really early, I have to thank my parents that they taught me well that I was the mom. And I had their support, but I was the mom, and I had to study, and I had to complete all my obligations to be able to be what I wanted.
Wow.
Because you want to be a surgeon, okay, but you're a mom too.
Yeah. You
So you
got to
do both.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, you got a car so you can go to class. You got a babysitter so you can go to class. But as soon as you get home, here's your baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to study, but there's your baby.
Yeah.
So you got to make it work.
It taught you a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it can be done. It's hard, but it can be done. So that's what I tell my sons, because they're both boys. One is 30, one is 10. And my grandson is like 8 months old now. And I see my son really committed to being a parent.
Wow.
With his wife in his home. And I says, I did something good.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they have a good example.
Yeah. My son studied, he had a scholarship, a soccer scholarship.
Okay.
Studied 4 years in Merrimack College in Massachusetts. He worked in Boston. I mean, he's really organized, and he was Rookie of the Year. He was in the Dean's List. He's a really good kid. He's a young man.
30-year-old kid.
He's a grown up now. And my youngest is real disciplined. He's real responsible. He's loving. He's I don't know. I mean, they're good. They're good people,
Yeah.
you know. So I gotta be doing something right.
Yeah.
So I want to tell my people that don't stop dreaming, and things are gonna happen in your life. You can't control it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that your dreams are gonna stop or fly away.
Yeah.
You just gotta take another road, you know.
Wow.
So that's my message. My goal was this, and I have to go a longer way. Well, go the longer way.
So be it.
Yeah, but don't forget about your dreams, you know. And it takes hard work, really hard work.
No, that's awesome.
And well, I'm here enjoying. Obviously, these girls are real machines, you know. These girls are women. They're machines, but I got here.
Yeah.
and I earned my place here.
Yeah, you just really earned it, yeah.
It's been really difficult since I'm from a city that's hot, always, really hot. To breathe in cold, dry air, it's, oh my God, it's burning my, even my
What about your
lungs.
lips? Yeah, mine are super bad.
But that, imagine your lungs, your throat, and everything to over
Yeah.
here. I mean, yesterday I almost died. It burned. I mean, I wasn't short of breath. It was like it hurt to breathe.
Yeah.
It burned.
It's like, why does it hurt? Why the air is
Today,
so dry?
today was like that. I couldn't. I mean, if I took a big breath, I mean,
It dries
burned.
you up inside, yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot to breathe.
Like,
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So, and in the swim, I'm not a swimmer because I don't have. If I train one thing, I can't go and do
Yeah.
swimming and weightlifting,
Yeah.
So if I had 1-2 lessons in this year, it's much. And I swam 325 meters. Unbroken without stop. So
That's impressive.
wow. I mean, I was like, I don't care if the others did 500. I mean, I did
Yeah.
325 unbroken.
Yeah, that's awesome to have those realistic expectations, and then you go out and swim that and just be proud of it. Okay, you come in
Yeah.
first, your last is like, I have to juggle being this,
Yesterday I
this,
couldn't
this,
do
this,
that,
this,
yeah.
and then you just swam 325 meters unbroken. That's
Unbroken, yeah,
that's
not
really
not
cool.
like staying in one lane and saying, I gotta breathe. No, I
Yeah.
went in my pace.
in 8 minutes.
In 8
Like,
minutes.
That's crazy.
If 1 year ago you would said to me, you gotta swim 325 meters, I was like, what?
Nuh-uh.
No way.
You know how busy I am? I'm not gonna train for swimming.
I do sprints. I was in a reality once. It was called Exathlon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Exathlon, Colombia, 2018. I did good. I came up with it. I injured my ankle after 3 months and a half of being there. So
Wow.
it wasn't easy to take me out. Nobody won. Nobody beat me. So it was good. I was everything that was fast in the sea or swimming or something. I was good at that. I'm good at sprinting, and I'm long lasting.
Yeah, you got good endurance. Yeah.
Yeah. So if something is like a lot of rounds, I tend to. My mindset is really strong, so
Yeah.
I tend to last longer.
That's where you excel in the endurance ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, last one here for you. What Colombian dish is absolutely necessary during the holidays?
Wow. For me,
Like, you have to have it.
buñuelos.
Okay.
Those are little round things that. And I love manjar blanco.
Okay.
It's like I don't know how to. It's a milk sweet. How do you call it? Some Mexico has it. Dulce de leche.
It's a dessert?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
sweet. You can spread it on everything, so it's really good.
So you have to have that during the
Yeah,
holidays.
that's more. Natilla is good too.
Okay.
I'm not a sweet person. I'm more chocolate. I love
Okay.
brownies, chocolate, everything that has chocolate in it. I'm more of a chocolate person and salt eating. I'm not a dessert person. But in the holidays, that's what things that if I eat
Yeah.
buñuelos or natilla and manjar blanco. That's good
Awesome.
for me.
All right, Vivi, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the week. And
No, thank
I'm a
you.
big fan now. And hit them straight.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, for someone to appreciate what it takes for me to be here, it gets to my heart.
Yeah, awesome.
You
Thank
know.
you so much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.